Welcome to Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank
Tomorrow.
you.
Of course, I didn't get you anything.
So, Felicia.
Yes.
The episode will air on Mother's Day. So pretend that it's Mother's Day.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so take it back. Let me Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Marni.
You said you didn't get me anything?
No, because you're not my mother.
I did get you something
I know, it was
from the
very
family.
nice. Yes.
I'm not into gifts on Hallmark holidays. I think
Well,
they're
to
so
me, this
stupid.
is a Hallmark holiday. Totally.
I think it's so dumb. I'm just not
I
into
agree.
it.
I
but
agree.
I will say this. Thank you for doing this with me, because I know it's not easy.
not
it's
for
not.
me.
And
It's not
it
easy.
everyone says, like, now, episode 18, a few bonus episodes, it's a lot of work, and
For
you don't
you.
realize how much work it is.
Well, you and Casey do a lot of work.
And I just want to thank you for sticking it out with me. And
I
you
love
are
you.
really my best friend.
You're my best friend, and I love you, and I'll do anything to make you happy.
Thank you. I think it's making me happy. I mean, it's fun, Mom. People are like, they love you. So, like, God forbid something ever happened to you. I don't have a replacement for you. I mean, Jordan would line up. The gays might come a knocking, but
it's not your mother.
it's not my mama. I just want to start this off with my cocktail of choice, which is I found some tonic water in the fridge with an expiration date from 2020. And I screamed out, "Can I drink this?" And you said,
Well, it's not going to hurt you.
you said, I think it's fine.
I think it's fine as long as it's not milk.
Cheers to the expiration date. I just don't give a fuck. So let's get into it. Did you hear Dorit and PK are separated?
Yes. Kel's surprise. Kel is what is the? It's a French word, I think, for those of us who don't speak French. What is everybody? Why do they do this? I mean,
Why do they do what?
Why do they do these shows and then they're going to get divorced?
I
Eventually.
think people do reality shows because I really believe that people think fame equals money equals power. And that's really what people want. People think money and power is...
it ruins their family.
It mostly ruins marriages.
Right.
And that's been coming, right?
Well,
Like,
it
it's
wasn't
been coming down.
It wasn't coming from the beginning, but apparently from last season.
A few seasons, he was spending a lot of time in London.
London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear Halle Bieber? The Biebs are preggers.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
Well, lovely for
One
them.
of the Baldwins, kind of.
Right?
Yeah.
Good for them. As long as everybody's healthy. God,
As long as everyone's healthy.
God bless.
I mean, Justin Bieber's not that healthy. He had like a facial paralysis. Did you remember hearing about this?
Yeah.
So I hope he
did she
stays
have
healthy.
something?
What did she have?
I don't remember.
An eating
I thought
disorder?
she did. No,
I don't know.
I don't think it was.
Mental
that.
health issues?
No, I don't know. I really don't know. I shouldn't. I
All
take
right.
it back.
I took one for the team this week. You know what I watched and I listened to while I was driving back and forth to
What?
Target for some returns? The Real Martha from Baby Reindeer was on Piers Morgan. And you
my
bet your
God.
ass I
How
watched,
was
I
that?
listened.
How
I didn't
wa-
watch while I was driving, but I listened, and at traffic lights, I turned down.
How?
She literally looks just like Martha. This woman is fucking crazy. She's claiming that, she only sent 18 tweets and that there was never 14,000 emails. She went to his comedy show, but she didn't heckle him. She ordered lemonade, not tea at the bar. And get this, she did not watch Baby Reindeer, which I find extremely hard to believe. This is like Tim Sandoval's fucking girlfriend at Watch What Happens Live not saying she doesn't fucking watch Vanderpump Rules. That's ridiculous. If there was a show about you,
I don't know
if you were fucking somebody on a show, you bet your ass you'd watch that show.
I don't know.
You don't know if you'd watch the show?
I hate watching myself, and I'm sure she hates seeing herself also.
Well, first of all, Fiona Harvey is her name. She's
Okay.
claiming that's not, that this was all for money. She keeps saying money, he's getting rich from this and
Well,
money.
as
She
he
also,
should.
she never went to jail. So that's what she's saying. But it's very hard. And Piers, I got to give it to Piers. He just kept pushing her and prying and asking well, if you had a lie detector test, what would happen? And she was just like, why do you keep bringing up these 14,000 emails? It was kind of humorous. She's apparently going to sue Richard Gadd and Netflix and the Daily Mail.
She's just going to do whatever she wants, and everyone's going to end up ignoring her.
I know. And then Piers Morgan catches her saying that she's got 6 email addresses and 4 phones. And
There you
Piers
go.
Morgan's like, what? That's not
That's
normal.
not
She's
normal.
like, sure it is. A lot of my friends have lots of emails and phones.
Is she
And-
still claiming to be a lawyer?
there was a true fact where she said she was let go.
Because she was stalking
and she's got a
somebody.
boyfriend who is a lawyer right now.
But we don't know if that's true.
She's 58.
Okay.
And then Martha on this show was not. I got to give it, though, up to the casting of Martha.
Yes.
This woman deserves an Emmy. She deserves
really
a
good.
fucking Emmy.
She was.
She also claims that Richard Gadd asked her to sleep with him. I mean, who knows?
Anybody look at her this real woman's background to see how many how many men she stalked?
Well, that's the problem. I mean,
and how many times she was in and out of hospitals and or
I
jail.
think Piers Morgan's team would have had that shit ready to
I
go.
would imagine.
But she says she didn't go to jail. And like,
And what about mental institutions?
no, she didn't. She said no.
Well, okay.
But bitch seems cray. So
All right, yeah, all right.
You know?
I'm sure they'll iron all that out.
you think they'll iron it out? What do you
Well,
mean? They'll
If she's
iron it out.
suing, they have to have proof and they have to show.
Yeah. So yeah, Piers Morgan's like, if you sue, this will come out. Like,
Right.
Are you sure you want to go down that
Right,
route?
right.
And that's what got me a little not worried, but I was like, oh, what if she is telling the truth? Like, how much of the story really was real?
Well,
I mean, the sexual assault that he had, I'm sure was real, but I guess really it's about her. She did say that she named the TV show basically.
What?
She's like, I did have a baby reindeer.
oh well, okay.
She's like, that is
was true.
that
That's
was true.
That's true.
Okay, that was great, Val. Travis Kelce, you know Travis Kelce.
Dancer? No.
Travis Kelce,
No,
mom, is
no.
Taylor Swift's
Oh,
boyfriend.
I don't keep up with that. You know what?
Dancer?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
There is Travis
there is-
Wall.
That's it.
Who's
That's
a dancer
it.
choreographer.
Right, right.
But I thought maybe you'd heard about this. Travis Kelce got cast in fucking Ryan Murphy new show, Grotesquerie, a horror show with Courtney Vance and Nancy Niche. Travis Kelce loves fame. He loves
Apparently.
the fucking
Okay,
limelight.
he's allowed.
I'm shocked. Well, he already had a reality show, but
Which I never watched and didn't even realize.
well,
I
of
don't
course
keep up
it was
with.
a dating show like years ago on E. Of course you didn't watch that.
Okay. I don't pay attention to that, and I don't pay attention.
Ryan Murphy throwing on Kim Kardashian and Travis Kelce on his shows is like such an interesting move. Is that just to get some press and publicity behind it? Maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think
mean-
so too.
She hasn't been posting much.
Who? Taylor or Kim?
Kim.
Well, did you watch the Tom Brady roast?
No, I would have nothing to do with that.
Why? Because nothing to do with that.
No, I meant it would bore the crap out of me.
Well, we
Why-
watched it live. Casey was really into it, and it was really good.
It was good.
And Kim Kardashian got booed. Got booed when she came out. She got booed. But you think she's been quiet? Well, they got a new Kardashians on Hulu is about to drop, so they're going to be
They'll
very
back.
out
They'll
here.
be back. They'll be back.
I mean,
they'll be back.
she was at the Met Gala. She's not
I know.
quiet.
Well,
She's
you know,
not
you know,
quiet.
you pay enough money, anybody can go to the Met Gala. You know that.
But do you think people like her are even paying, or do they just get to fucking go? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, but but I know it's a lot of money. That part I know.
we know, but like, I
Can
feel
I
like
ask you about the Met Gala?
You can.
How many different dresses do they all come with? Because it seems like
there's after party. Well, I will say this: the
Walking the-
hosts,
walking the stairs.
the hosts like Zendaya.
right.
And J-Lo. If you're hosting, you have like your red carpet and then you're probably dressed inside. Then you have your after party attire.
Do these girls ever sit in their dresses to see if they can sit?
If you've been to the Met Gala, let me know. Because I don't know.
Right.
That's funny you say that, Mom, because every time I try to dress, Felicia goes like this: sit, let's see if we could see a crotch. Sit down, we got to make sure we don't see it. You know what I mean? You think they're fucking stylists are saying, sit down, let's make sure we don't see anything?
Well, no, it's not even that. Sit down, see if you can sit down.
right.
Forget that.
I don't
the
think they give a
dress-
shit about sitting.
Oh, that's.
I don't know.
That's lovely. Okay.
I mean, how could Kim Kardashian even breathe with this tiny cinch waist,
I
which
know.
is so
I don't
disgusting
know. I don't
now.
know. I don't know.
It's not cute
It's
anymore.
not cute. It's
right?
not.
I'm not a fan.
I guess she wants to look like the old Barbie dolls.
I know, but I feel like this was so few years ago that she tried to do, and it's like, move on.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like the Kardashians are not as like, I don't know. They were having some moments a few years ago, and I feel like maybe everyone's a little over them.
You think?
But I'm sure their new show on Hulu will
Well,
have some bombs.
What new? It's
mean,
just a
new-
new season.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
But it's the same premise and the same concept and all that.
Yeah, which
I wonder if
what's
all
the
the-
premise? I mean, it's
It's just their
them.
family. I wonder if they're all going to be involved.
If all the
ones that-
husbands.
Well, all. There's only isn't there
I
only
don't even
one
know if
husband?
anyone's married.
Right.
Oh yeah, Courtney, Travis.
Well, he would be involved. I
would
could see
be.
him because he would
Yeah.
do anything for her.
He would do anything
He would.
for her.
He would.
Interesting that this is your take on Courtney and Barker.
You
And
know.
what's their kid's name? Do you remember?
No.
Rocky, I think.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear that you never watched The Office, did you? There's going to be a new Office coming to Peacock about a daily dying newspaper, and there's going to be volunteer reporters with Brandon Gleeson's son and the hotel manager of Valentina from White Lotus season 2. You never fucking did season 2.
I know. And you're going to be really angry at me. I haven't started Hacks yet.
Well, Mom.
The season dropped, right? I mean,
yes,
just
Mom.
tell
We
me.
discussed,
Just
tell
okay.
you. We told you this for the past 2 weeks. I've told you this.
There's so much. I told you this. Too much for me to watch.
Mom, I will remind you and text you, but you got shit to do because White Lotus season 3 will probably drop before we know it. You know the Bear's coming out too.
Yes, that I know. I know.
That was a quick push.
Yeah, that's
a quick push.
That was.
You have to
By
get
the way,
on hand.
can I just do a side note?
Side note. Let's go.
You know, my friend who got married in Italy.
Yes. Hold on. This is a roommate from Plainview. It's not a roommate.
Friend.
It's a friend.
Her sister's getting married in Italy also.
At the Four Seasons
No,
where the White Lotus
we don't know
happened.
yet where they're going there. I think they're...
Felicia has a friend in Plainview who got married at the Four Seasons or the hotel that happened at White Lotus. But you know what, Mom? You didn't even watch that show, so you don't get the right to say this. You don't get the right to give us this tea.
It doesn't matter. I'll see her pictures, you know.
You stalk a little?
No. She's going to go into her apartment. She's going to show me all the pictures.
And this friend is not 55 and above. I just want everyone to know.
Right, she's not.
If you're picturing a 55 running to Italy for a wedding.
Not happening. I gave her a bottle of this. I said, try this.
Mom, this is not a video. This is a podcast. A bottle of what?
I gave her a bottle of...
On the Rocks,
On the Rocks, but Cosmo.
As a what? Like a...
Just, I said, I had some extra. I said, try this. You know,
God.
they're really nice. I really...
Are you trying to get an invite to this wedding, Mom?
Yeah, right. Oh, boy.
Well, back to the point of this was The Office, but your homework this summer homework is, are you traveling at all this summer? No. Great. So you have 2 shows you must watch, Hacks and White Lotus. But White Lotus is priority because you're obviously,
right.
Hacks is great.
I know
Hacks
it's great. I'm not saying it's Marni.
Helen Hunt is in it this season.
Wow.
As a network executive.
In Hacks.
Yes.
Huh.
I know. And there's such quick episodes. Apple
Right.
TV has a new show coming out called Lady in the Lake, premiering July 19th.
And who's in that?
Natalie Portman. And it's a book.
It's
about a housewife turned investigative journalist.
okay.
What?
No. I kept thinking she was in a lot of things this past few.
Portman?
Yeah, but maybe it's the other one. Anne Hathaway. It's what I get them mixed. I really get them mixed.
Yeah,
up.
I could
get them
see
mixed
why you
up.
get them mixed up. Same age.
Same look. Kind
they're
of
similar.
You know, they're similar.
Yeah. All right, let's go to what we watched this week. I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
Felicia told me yesterday that she watched a movie on Netflix, and it is called Mother of the Bride. Mom, I woke up this morning and I watched it.
And what did you think?
Fucking awful.
It was just a sweet, lovely, stupid, as they all...
Bad.
It was just nice.
I couldn't decide what was worse, the script or the acting.
Did you notice she was executive producer?
Of course, Brooke Shields. So let's just go through this. It's with Brooke Shields.
Right. Benjamin Bratt, who's still adorable.
The best part of the movie was Benjamin's abs.
Absolutely.
Holy effing shit.
He's got to be
60.
Close. Yeah.
He
looked great.
He looked great. Amazing.
He did.
Miranda Cosgrove, you know where she's from? Fucking iCarly.
Okay. Well, she's been doing other stuff, I'm sure.
I couldn't stand her acting. And then the guy that plays her fiance,
fiance,
was also in the show, the Red, White, and Royal Blue movie.
Oh,
with the guy that was an idea about you.
That was really
and then
awful.
they throw Chad Michael Murray in there, who I have not seen it. Mom.
Oh, I did
One
not.
Tree Hill.
Wait a minute. I had no idea who he was until they ran the credits.
I am very disappointed.
Did you know it was him the minute you saw him?
The minute I saw him.
I don't know why I didn't know. I
was like One Tree Hill. Like me and my college friends were like Dawson's and One Tree Hill. Like
I did not know. I did not until they ran the credits.
I met Chad Michael Murray one night in the city, and he was such a D.
Well,
but he was a D, and I was like, bye. But this movie, you enjoyed.
Who played Benjamin Bratt's brother?
Oh, and from My So-Called Life / he was in Rent, and I saw him in Rent. Wilson Cruz.
That's what I thought.
So you liked this movie?
It was stress-free. Mm-hmm. It was an easy hour and a half. It was fun. It was cute.
Okay.
And it was something I could maybe relate to a little more. They weren't 12 years old. I mean, Brooke and Benjamin, they're
I think my struggle with it was like, is Chad Michael Murray's really hitting on Brooke Shields? Like, please, if
Yeah,
you're
right,
that
you're
hot and you're a fucking doctor, you're probably going for the 20-year-old on the island.
I would imagine.
Not the 60-year-old on
obviously,
the island.
which is why she didn't end up
there
with
was
him.
so much of this that was so unrealistic. What do you think was better? Mother of the Bride or Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney? Two like rom-commy.
I know what you mean. I liked the setting of Mother because that was
Thailand.
that was
Yeah, it takes place on a resort.
Phuket. Yeah, Thailand, which is supposed to be fabulous. Which is better? Probably Anyone
But You.
Yeah, because
I also was like bothered by like all the falls that Brooke Shields was having. Like, I fell into the water.
Well,
oh my God, I fell into the water again.
It is silly.
There was so much stupidity in this. It would be great to like bring it back to rom-coms. Like I used to love like when Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson were in these movies. Like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I know. But
I just feel like they're getting so
ridiculous.
bad.
They are. But it was again a very quick watch. I didn't know anything about it, and I just happened to see that it started the day I watched it.
No, I respect you, and it's number one right now in movies on Netflix, at least on my algorithm.
You know what? And mine too, because there's nothing to watch, apparently. Oh, wait, what did we do about
what?
The Veil?
Oh, thank you for bringing it up. Look at you. Did
what
you watch it?
Well, I watched. What was released?
2, and then we watched. Did you watch this week's?
No, I didn't.
Because I did.
Okay,
I watched it,
and is it? Should I go back or? Okay.
You know, I'm giving up on Grand Cayman, the reality show. I don't know why I'm sticking with The Veil, but I'm annoyed with The Veil. Like,
Okay.
I could take it or leave it.
I will say I don't know how many episodes there are.
I don't know
total,
yet. I don't know.
Usually it's 7 or 8.
Well, Mom, I finished Selling the OC in like a minute.
I'm sure you did.
Did you?
No. I can't watch those girls. I
Well,
can't. Those women.
There was drama with the dudes this time. Drama.
Oh, okay.
With one of the guys, Austin, who's married and has a kid, who was basically this other real estate broker, Sean, who's like, he's bisexual, and Sean's not on the show that much.
Can I ask you something? Don't they normally focus on the women more, so they have some guys? Okay.
Well, Selling Sunset's all about the women.
Okay, now I'm
Selling
getting
the
it.
OC.
Right, OC is
remember Brittany
both.
Snow's
Yes,
ex-husband?
yes, now I get
so
it.
Selling the OC's got a co-ed office.
Right.
So Sean claims that he went to Austin's house for dinner and that they fed him marijuana cookies and that there was like clues that they wanted to have a threesome with him. And Austin went nuts, but then Austin's like, I would never do that. That's ridiculous. But then Sean had like text and screenshots of like some flirty comments that Austin made. I think everyone is pretty gay now, so I don't think it's a big deal.
Doesn't matter.
But the back and forth was wild. And Selling the OC, I mean,
Did they show you really fabulous houses?
Of course they did. That's
do
like
you
secondary.
like Sunset? Well, there's Sunset.
Selling Sunset.
There's Australia.
Wait. What?
There's also something about Australia real estate with the two guys who are, I think they're both, believe it or not, the guys who own the office. It was their father's or his father, and they're Jewish.
Wait,
and they live in
what
Sydney.
is this called?
God.
Mom.
It was not on now. It was on probably last year or the year before.
Casey, can you do some research for us in Chime
Australia. Was it Australian?
They're Jews?
Yes. Well, the owner. Yes.
I love this.
It was very enjoyable. I watched
love
that
this.
because I love. Who
No, the
doesn't like
houses are
Sydney?
always great.
Well, they are.
I mean,
Lux listing Sydney.
Lux.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
How many seasons? 1, 2?
Might
It
have
was
been
on Netflix?
3 seasons.
What?
3 seasons. Oh, I probably missed one. Yeah.
All right.
And can I?
Yes,
again,
you can. I
know
love this.
What was the other show that we watched about Korea?
Oh boy. Mom.
Wait. Just
Let's go. Wait, are you I'm just telling you right now.
Yes, I'm all over the
You're
place.
sliding into the Korean Minute, which I'm fine with.
No, this is not the Korean Minute. This
I
is
know.
just the show that I want to talk
super
about.
crazy fucking Korea. Did you write it down?
Yeah, super rich in Korea. It was awful.
Wait, Mom. Say it into your microphone. Wait, what's wrong, Casey?
No, this feels very Korean minute to me.
I know,
Unless
but
you got other Korean shit to talk about.
no, I just want to talk this show because
wait.
Let's
I
get
just
60 seconds on the clock.
fine.
Okay,
Stand by.
fine.
Stand by. Before we start the minute, I saw this announced.
Right.
What's it called again? Super
rich in Korea.
Super rich in Korea. And I
Right.
posted on Instagram like, oh my God, Felicia, will you watch this?
And I said, absolutely.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to watch it so me and Fel could discuss on the pod.
Very
Mom,
disappointing.
Mom, this fucking show I gave
Wait, why don't you guys do the Korean minute together?
Fine. 60 seconds. Mom,
yes.
I started it.
And
I couldn't watch more than, I don't know, 90
I watched,
seconds.
I think I got, I watched.
Did you watch an episode?
Yes. I watched, probably got, I think there were 6 or 5.
How many did you watch?
I watched maybe 4.5, 5.
The minute they started saying that there were other people that weren't from Korea on
I
this,
was really disappointed.
very bad.
And I hated the hosts. Hated them. I hated the concept because I kept thinking, Emily's house is nicer than what I was looking at.
Dr. Emily.
Dr. Emily. What they showed, other than the glitz,
premise is like the richest people, let's say in Korea.
yeah,
but
the top 1%.
and they made it like a contest.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was so stupid.
I mean, just in the realm of Korea, were there any other Korean shows?
I'm just watching, I guess they're TV shows. You know, some of them, I only stick with the ones that are 16 to 20 episodes.
Mom, you say this every
I
fucking
know,
week.
but some of them are 100 episodes.
I just got to tell you something. Can I tell you something?
Episodes.
For Mother's Day, we searched on Cameo for a Korean actor.
Oh God, I would have died.
But
Thank
these
God you
people are
didn't.
well, they're not on.
Right, they're not
so
on Cameo.
when Casey told you that a client of his mother wanted to know, he
Right.
was lying. He was lying. We wanted to know. Casey texted her and said, what's the name of your favorite show? A client of mine wants to know. And you said The Healer.
Right.
So we searched The Healer, nothing. Then I reached out to my cinematographer that I work with in San Francisco, whose girlfriend is Korean.
Right.
And I said, is there a Korean cameo at Korea? And he did some research for me. We really went deep, Mom.
Wow.
And
I would have
really,
fainted.
Well, we would have. They don't probably speak English, right?
Oh, a lot of
they
a lot
do.
of them are brought up in Canada.
What?
Yeah, they do speak English. Not all
Well,
of them, but most.
it really
they
was
know
only-
they know if they want to go worldwide, you got to speak English.
Damn it, Mom. A lot of the people. It was a platform called not Bumble, like the dating app, Bubble, Bubble, but it was mostly K-pop stars, and I didn't think that.
Yeah,
was
no,
go.
that wouldn't have done it for me.
So I just want you to know we tried.
Oh, that would have been hysterical, and then Judy would have
boy,
gone
Judy.
crazy. By the way, just a quick note. Emily finally came over to Judy's house and set her up with Vicky. Oh. Judy is the happiest person on the planet now.
Emily's Judy's daughter. So,
Right.
so does that mean my job is done?
Your job is done.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
I don't have to go to
No, you do not.
Plainview.
No. Well, she's in Dick's Hills.
Same thing.
Basically. She's 2 exits away.
2 exits away.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Anything big happen in Plainview this week?
No.
No. All the Jews are officially back.
Basically, yes.
Summer has begun.
Summer has begun. Yes,
Is there
even
like a
though
pool party that
there
I'm
was
going to be
a
invited
cocktail
to?
party last week.
Mom, we know. We spoke about the
yeah,
cocktail
other than
party.
that,
You made a big announcement.
I haven't-
Oh, and guess what? Last week we discussed Naked Attraction. After we recorded last week, we went on to Max to watch a little bit of Naked Attraction.
Yes.
And do you remember we couldn't find it? And we're like, Naked Attraction was
right,
taken
right.
away.
So-
It's back on. We don't know
Oh,
what happened. Maybe there was a glitch in the Matrix.
Maybe.
Who knows? Vanderpump Rules finale. Did you hear any tea about the finale?
No.
Well,
Did it air already?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it ended with like a really wild montage of like flashbacks of like their first interview look with like how they look now.
Oh, I bet it's totally different.
Yes.
Of course.
But everybody, the internet went wild. Like, is this the series finale and not the season finale? Is this show ending?
Well,
And then like, is Lala gonna leave and go to the Valley? Who
and
the
who
fuck
cares?
knows?
And who
Mom.
cares? I know you care, but who cares?
Felicia, the Valley and Vanderpump have given me life this year.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
And there was a lot of drama with, I will tell, I got to give it up to Ariana. Like, Sandoval was really trying to have a conversation with her, and she was just like, no. And then Lala went into this whole, like, we're all doing this, they broke the fourth wall. Like, we're making a show.
right. And
we
they're
have to have
talking.
conversations on camera.
Right.
And, like, you have to do this. And Ariana's like, no, I don't fucking have to do this. And then I saw, like, another interview that she did where she was like, I won Reality Star of the Year. I don't need to do this.
She won Reality Star of the
For
Year.
fucking Us Weekly. Like, please, girl.
God.
I know. Like, she shouldn't be boasting
That means her
about that.
PR people paid them.
Oh.
I don't believe any of that crap, and I believe the PR people are on top of it and pushing whoever.
I love this, Felicia.
It's the same thing with the best looking girl.
People magazine cover?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I
You think they're getting, you think, is
that-
it like studios?
I think either the studio or the PR people, and maybe if they have a movie coming out, maybe that year or something, whether it's a book or a movie or something.
Did you ever want to be like, I could see you.
You
What?
know, when People magazine first came out, it was before Craig was born. Craig was born in
75.
Right. So I think that came out in 72 or 73. I used to buy that magazine like it was religion. I loved it. Then I stopped.
But you follow people now on Instagram, I'm assuming.
Well, I follow,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's People magazine that I'm following. I just follow whatever comes up. You know I don't intentionally put something in.
I do.
I don't.
I intentionally hit follow on like an Us Weekly
you
on
don't
page
understand.
6.
I don't know how to do that. I didn't know you have to do that.
What?
I just
How are you following? How are you
because
following me?
Because you come up.
How do you follow anybody? How are you following like Kelly Ripa?
I don't know why it comes up. I don't know.
Mom,
I watch it once
Mom.
or twice, and the algorithm just keeps coming back.
Well, I'll fix
I'm
that for
sorry.
you.
All right.
Before we started recording, we were watching a little Watch What Happens Live, and Janet from the Valley was on. And I told you to listen because I know you're not really watching these shows. But I, this week, had drinks with some old coworkers of mine, and Jerica, who I've mentioned before, is a post-production supervisor on the Valley. And I tried to get this girl so drunk to give me some tea.
And she wouldn't.
She said to me, they're still delivering the show.
Oh.
Which is wild. Everybody's probably thinking, all these shows are edited. Nope, they're still editing. They're still delivering. Now, one of the big things that happened this season was somebody said, like, Michelle's texting with a director, a Hollywood director, and the name of the director was mentioned in the pool with Jax and all the douchebags, and the name was bleeped. Jerica said to me, I bleeped the name.
Oh, how come? They didn't want to get sued.
No, but she was the person who physically did the bleeping.
And
so
what was-
I was like, what's the name?
And she wouldn't tell you?
She wouldn't tell me.
Wow, good
She
for
signed the
her.
NDA, and
Okay,
homegirl,
once that NDA
respect,
yeah.
respect.
She doesn't want to get screwed.
I tried, guys. She's like, you have a podcast. I can't tell you. I said,
Right.
if you tell me not to mention it on the pod, I
You
won't.
won't,
But she did not. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't break the news to you all, but applaud to the NDA and following that NDA.
Well, because they put in some hefty rules. You don't want to break that. Or if you get
Yeah.
caught,
Yeah.
you get screwed.
So I was just couldn't believe that the fact that like the show's still being delivered. So what does a post-production supervisor do? For those that are curious, she oversees all the editors, all the story producers, and it's basically like when the footage comes in, she oversees that footage getting ingested into Avid or Premiere and the editing software, and she's responsible for the delivery to the network, which it becomes very technical and
at that point,
yeah,
right.
and difficult, and this girl's amazing at her job. So I asked Felicia and myself to watch a new show on Apple TV this week called Dark Matters.
Right. Which I did.
Joel Edgerton and
Right.
Jennifer Connelly.
Right.
What did you
Okay.
think?
First of all, I had no idea what was going on. And the first time I was like, oh man,
Me too,
I'm so
Mom.
confused.
Episode 1, I was like,
Right. I was like, what?
Yes!
But I got the gist of it by episode 2. And I don't know when are they dropping the
2 episodes are already out on
Right.
Apple TV.
I am enjoying it. However, I think there was a Dark Matter on HBO also.
What?
But I'm not. I remember.
Casey?
And it could be something totally
It's a
different.
book. It was a book, of course.
Of course.
And it's basically
Go,
like,
go explain it. Can you explain it? I couldn't. I felt bad for him.
so it's like sliding doors
There was a
meets
Dark
the
Matter on HBO.
There was.
2019 drama, 3 seasons.
Do you think
what?
it was the same?
What's
same
the premise of that?
During her search for a kidnapped friend, a seemingly ordinary but brave young woman from another world uncovers a sinister plot involving stolen children.
Nope.
No, basically, the main character has this beautiful life, but he's the college professor.
And he's got a. And she's a.
And she's fucking gorgeous. She's an artist, and of course, they only have one
son?
child.
Yes.
Of course, I do notice. I always pay attention to how many children people have on
Okay,
TV shows.
okay.
The rich people that live in townhouses, whether it's in Brooklyn, any major city, they always have one kid. Always.
Right.
So let alone he goes into some other universe, and now he's seeing what his life could have been if he made one
But
different
he
choice.
didn't even realize he was in another. I mean, because they kind of kidnapped him.
Right. So
We shouldn't give.
I don't want to give it because
Yeah.
it's like a brand new show.
Right.
But where do you think it takes place? Were you like, what city is this?
The original. I know it was Chicago.
How do you know?
Because they mentioned it.
Okay. Where do you think it was filmed?
Canada.
Yes, Felicia.
Toronto?
Very good. Very good.
Usually it's Toronto. No? Was it?
Yeah, it was Ontario.
Ontario.
Yeah.
Okay. That's usually, I kind of thought that.
Did you notice in a scene, I'm not giving anything away, where Jennifer Connelly is in like a gallery.
Yes.
And there's a woman who's got like this shaved head and it's like bleached
Yes,
blonde.
yes.
I was like, I know that chick.
And who is
she?
she?
Was a Martha in Handmaid's Tale.
Oh.
If you could remember.
Oh, I probably wouldn't have recognized her.
But I'm all...
Was she bald on Handmaid's Tale?
No. Well,
Okay. Not
she
bald.
got that she had that Martha thing on.
Yeah, right.
No,
that's
this was
true.
like a look. This was like a shaved head look.
Right.
I always I love the the fact that I'm saying the word the family man, and this is a very different show, but the idea is like, my life could have been different if I went with this woman, or if I took this job.
It's a road. Which fork in the road do you take?
Which I enjoy, and then add a bunch of other things. He's like a neuroscientist.
He's brilliant.
Brilliant. And Connelly. Let's discuss Jennifer Connelly. She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous, and she doesn't look ridiculous.
Do you think she hasn't had? I wonder how much work she's had done.
It doesn't matter, but she doesn't look anything like she had anything done.
Remember, she was in The Labyrinth.
Oh, I loved her in that.
I know.
Tell everybody who she's married to.
Paul.
Bethany.
Paul.
I keep thinking
Bettany.
I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but
Paul Bettany. Yeah,
right,
Felicia.
right.
Good one.
Yes.
And why is Joel?
And they live in Brooklyn.
Why is the guy so familiar looking? Like, what else is he
from? He's been in a lot of things.
Okay.
I didn't pull him up, so I don't know, but I know he's been in other things.
So here's the question: will you continue with Dark Matters?
I will.
I will. Episode 2, I was like, oh,
now I get it.
Well, I don't want to give away.
Don't get
a spoiler, but something so big happens at the end of episode 2. I was like, holy shit.
Right.
I was like,
right.
Whoa.
Right. Now, since we're on Apple TV, can we watch?
You want to talk about Sugar?
Yes.
So
I don't know if we should. Well,
no, I just want to say this. We discussed that he's an alien last week.
And we were right.
Well, I was right. But I was right.
I thought he was an alien.
You
also.
did?
I did. Even when I first started watching it.
Well, I did some digging.
Yes.
But it's funny. I read an article that said I really loved this show, and then he became an alien, and I was kind of disappointed. But this article was but you were this far in, and we only have 2 episodes left, so we might as well still watch it.
Right, because it went off the rails. Is that what you're thinking? It kind of went off the rails?
Yeah, I don't know.
At first, I kept thinking, is he an alien or is he just a spy? I
just want him to be a spy.
I know, but...
Can there be a season 2? Of course there could be a season 2. They give anything and it's doing well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
It's doing well.
Okay.
So 1 episode left.
Right.
And last
I'll
week...
definitely finish it.
Of course.
I mean, how could
they're
you
not
not?
long.
Right.
But this week's episode did really nothing for me.
I liked it.
You did? Why?
Yes, I did. I don't know. I don't know. It explained certain things, I thought. Certainly about what he's doing and what the group...
Well, what the fuck are they doing? They're just trying not to get
They're
seen by
trying
humans?
not to kill any humans, but somehow overseeing things.
Overseeing what?
Big organizations, the politics, it's another world. I don't know. Well, hopefully they'll explain it more.
Shit will get really weird if they go back to their alien life and if we see what planet they live on.
Well, didn't at one point in one of the shows look like an alien? Didn't something kind of
yes,
peel?
Mom, last week when he injected himself, he becomes blue.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So, now you say, is that a dream or did he really? Is that why he's taking I guess that's why he's got to take his medication
to stay in human form.
To stay looking like a human, maybe.
I think this could potentially lose a lot of people, but like I said, there's only 2 episodes left, and he's so hot.
Now it's 1 episode.
Now 1 episode left. But if you found that he's an alien, spoiler or whatever, it's all out there anyway. But yeah, I'm obviously going to finish it, and if there's a season 2, I'm still in.
I'm in. I like him.
Also, Apple TV. Wow. I've never usually see documentaries on Apple TV, and I could totally be wrong here. We started the Steve Martin one, but we never finished it.
Oh, was it not good? Or boring?
Casey liked it.
Okay.
I was bored out of my fucking mind.
Okay.
I want to discuss a docu-series this week that shook
me.
Right. Me.
Yes.
To the core, called Hollywood Con Queen. 3 episodes. I said, Mom, please.
How long are those episodes? Because it's
between 40 and 50 minutes.
I don't know why it's so... I didn't like it.
What?
I didn't like it.
Tell me what. I don't
know. I maybe for me it was a little too. They were all over the place. It was too confusing for me.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't just did you watch the whole thing? I
Oh,
assume you
fuck
did.
yeah, I did.
Now, I don't. I guess it
Well,
doesn't matter.
here's the thing.
The last part where it's the guy.
Well, wait. Let's just discuss what
Okay.
this is about.
Okay.
So look, I love a documentary about scams. You know, you had what was it? The swindler, the Tinder swindler. You know, where there's a dating guy who's trying to get money from women and send me money overseas.
It's Nigeria. Usually it's Nigeria.
But anytime there's a documentary about a scammer or a cult where people give money, I'm always like, these people are so dumb. I would never do that. I would never do that.
But then you see the
And
reasoning.
This documentary I related to because this is a scam about freelancers in the industry.
In production. Right.
And I thought to myself, this could have been me. This could have been me. I went back to my Facebook group, and in 2019, somebody posted an article from the Times that said, if any of you have been asked to go to Indonesia or have been scammed, the FBI wants to talk to you. So this was in my...
Okay.
So basically...
it was in your head.
When you're a freelancer and you get a job, like when I went to San Francisco a few weeks ago, I booked my flight, I booked the hotel, and I just add it to my invoice and I get reimbursed. These people were scammed. I think the total was around $3 million. They never got reimbursed. And the crazy thing is the scammer was impersonating like big time female
producers.
Hollywood. Amy Pascal, like names I fully knew. And I was just so shook. Now, would I take a job if I never had a Zoom face to face? I fucking hope not.
I hope not. Well,
and I maybe would have had a red flag if Amy Pascal, a huge Hollywood producer, said to me, when you land in fucking Bali, you're going to have to pay a fee and you're going to have to put up the money yourself. In my mind, I think it would have been like, shouldn't the studio be covering this? Like, this is insane.
Right.
Why were you so against this?
I found it confusing for me. Maybe I watched it before I was going to bed and I was kind of...
Oh, I know what happened. Were you on Ambien? She's shaking her head and just fucking grinning.
No, I've been out of Ambien, so no.
Oh, that's true. You're out of Ambien.
Right.
Huh.
Yes. Anyway.
Were you on anything? How
No.
were you confused by this?
I don't know. I didn't like it.
I was just really shocked by this.
Well, you should be. It's related. I mean, it's certainly relatable to you.
I'm recommending this. If you're in the industry, if you're a freelancer, watch this just so you could learn. Like,
buyer beware.
It reminds me of our slogan, our motto.
Don't trust anybody.
You say anybody, I say anyone.
Whatever.
It really got me. I don't know.
Well, I understand why.
So then this writer does like a real backstory of like, why did this person do all this scamming? What is the real truth behind this? And the backstory of his family and how he grew up and, you know, how he was bullied and how he went to jail and how he fucking scammed the debate team. That was wild. He faked his suicide. He faked his fucking suicide in high school.
Doesn't anybody look these people up when they're hiring? I mean, wouldn't you?
He changed his name.
Oh, he changed his
He
name.
was Gavin.
Whatever.
He was Harvey. That wasn't his real name.
God.
That wasn't his real name.
I don't know. And I usually like a documentary also, but not. I didn't care for
I
that.
don't know if I'm more shocked that you didn't like it.
Didn't
Wow.
like it. But
Well-
I can't like everything, Marni.
No, we know. You didn't like the Korean Rich show. I know you don't like everything.
But you didn't like that either. It was terrible.
Hate it.
I mean, terrible is terrible.
Last week, Casey was brought up the description of The Contestant, which is on Hulu, and it's a story of a young Japanese man detained in a room. He told he wasn't going to be broadcasted, but it was. He was in this room for a year and 3 months.
By himself.
By himself.
Naked.
Naked.
Why did they make, what was the, why?
It was a segment on a Japanese show where there's hosts and they had sound effects and they had applause and they had graphics.
But was he naked for the whole year or just that moment?
He was naked. And he basically, the way to win it was to win 1 million yen in newspaper prizes. So he would like send postcards out and maybe they would send dog food and he was like eating dog food, or they would send like, what did they send? Like coffee, or they sent like he was starving. He was mentally.
They didn't feed him?
No, he had to win it. He would get rice and he would win rice, but he was fucking naked. And this guy in Japan became very well known because people really fell for him because he was a personality. He learned how to like take a really bad situation and
turn
make
it around.
He wrote diaries, and during this year, his diaries were fucking published, and it was like #1 on the books.
Good, okay.
And in the end, he comes out and he's like, "What the fuck? What do you mean? Like, he's in front of a live audience, and he had no idea he was on TV. His parents were mortified.
What was the Ed show? What was that? The
Truman Show. Yeah.
Didn't he also, right?
Yeah.
It's basically the same, sort
This
of.
was really brutal. It has. I recommend it. It's also not a big. It's
Is it
a
an-
year.
is
It's
it-
it's
is-
an hour and a half. It's a quick watch.
Okay.
I
don't know if
the
I'd
ending.
watch it.
No. Oh. This is funny. Casey and I were watching it, and we just kept saying Felicia would hate this.
Yeah.
You would hate it,
Right. And-
because it was a real mind fuck.
Right.
It was a mind fuck for him, and they interview the producer, who's another guy who loves the power and loves just having the power over him. And it was so
cruel.
fucked
It's
up.
cruel.
It was uncomfortable to
Cruel.
watch.
Right.
And it just showed how fucked up humans can be, basically the producer, and how he was so manipulative. And the contestant, just the strength to survive. Hold on, spoiler. He won. He got the $1 million, and he thinks he wins. And then they were like, you know what? We're going to put you back in. And they put him back in.
For how long?
Then he was in there for...
They sent him to Korea. Remember, he had to do the same thing, but in Korea.
Really?
I knew this had to
are
do
they
with
filming
Korea.
Are they filming that
Full
now?
circle.
No.
Oh.
No, this was years ago.
Oh,
This was
okay. Okay.
I think a decade ago, right, Kay?
No, this was the 90s. In fact,
Oh,
you
well,
brought up Truman Show.
Oh, it was in the
This
90s.
aired the year before the Truman Show,
Oh.
and 2 years before Big Brother. So the idea was first of its kind.
Right. Okay.
And it wasn't even a real show. It was like a 6-minute segment in the middle of a Japanese variety show. And he had no idea, and it was really sad.
It was sad, but
yeah.
it
I
ends.
hate watching. I hate.
It
people
ends.
get-
It ends on a positive note. I would say.
I know, but I hate people when they're.
Show us what he's doing now.
I
the
hate. I know,
contestant.
but I really hate when people are taken advantage of.
Yeah, he was so taken
I know,
advantage of.
And I just get. I go. I can't. It's
Yeah.
just too sad. It's too sad. Who knows?
So, Mom,
yes.
Bye, Felicia.
you know it's not time to say goodbye. She just had her hand up. She's about to wave. Mom, she's
Yes?
laughing. Yes. If you don't know by now, episode 18, that Bye Felicia is a segment we do about what to watch this coming week, Mom.
Okay.
Okay. So tonight, actually, this weekend, Nikki Glazer. Do you know Nikki Glazer? She's
Yes.
a comedian. She was one of the top people that killed it on the roast with Tom Brady. She's got an HBO special called Someday You Will Die, which I think looks fun. That's a good thing to
Well, that's
put in-
easy.
Yeah,
And that's-
easy.
that's comedy.
Folding laundry,
Easy,
put it
easy,
on.
easy,
Now,
easy.
the Kevin Spacey Unmasked premieres May 13th.
And is his? Is it a? Is it
It's on Discovery, I did.
No. But is it his comedy show or
No,
is it?
Mom, Kevin Spacey is not a
Kevin
comedian.
Spacey. I'm sorry. I thought you said.
Did you think I said Kevin Hart?
Yes. I'm
Two
sorry.
very different people.
Totally.
One is short
Yes.
and black, and one is a pervert who's gay.
Right. I did not. Right.
That's
I wasn't
okay.
listening because my listening skills suck.
May 15th, there is a documentary on Netflix that I will definitely be watching on. Do you remember the Ashley Madison scandal?
Yes, I saw that because everything shows up. That what's for next week, and I saw that and I went, "Is that the same show? Is that the same company?" I guess it is.
Do you remember Ashley Madison?
Remind me.
So this was a place where basically people would go to like have affairs.
Now I remember.
But the thing was that there was a huge hack. So what is a hack?
What is a hack?
Are you serious?
No, just explain.
Like
it
when,
to-
like
what-
a data like
Oh, they're
what-
hacked. Oh.
Like so it was hacked. So a
All the
list
d-
of all the users was
were let-
out
were-
there.
okay,
So
okay.
there was a period. I will never forget this. Casey and I were in the airport, and there was a website where if you put in someone's email address, it would tell you if they were on Ashley Madison or not. And we did know somebody that was on it. That's all we're going to say. I'm not going to say who.
No, you don't want to do that.
Obviously, Mom, I don't want to
but
do
she'll
that.
tell me after. This
No. So that I'm definitely going to watch. Now, next weekend and tonight, not tonight, tomorrow, there's some movies I want to see. So Pamela Anlon is directing a movie with Alana Glazer and Michelle Butte, I'm always butchering her name, called Babes. And I really wanted to see it tomorrow for Mother's Day. And it's not playing in Long Island. It's only
not
like
yet,
in a
anyway.
theater in the city.
Yeah.
Next weekend, If with Ryan Reynolds, Imaginary
IF.
Friends.
That looks so cute.
So cute.
So
We'll
cute.
definitely see it.
So
Bring
we've
me
got
back
a little,
to the movies.
a little cartoony and a little animation, I should say.
Yeah.
Right. And real people.
Yeah, I love it. And
Right.
we
That
love
looks-
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
We love all the Ryans.
Yes, we do love all the Ryans.
So-
the two Ryans.
Mom, happy Mother's Day to anybody who is a mom, has a mom, was a mom. I don't know. It's
And
also
a grandma.
Happy Grandma Day. I mean, also could be a hard day if you lost your mom, if you're not a mom yet. So I'm not a fan of Hallmark holidays to begin with. So for
Marni
me,
and I hate Hallmark cards. We
hate
never
having to
buy
get
them.
gifts
We never
for people.
send them.
It's so fucking annoying.
We hate them.
I will say, Casey's like, "What do you want to do tomorrow?" I was like, "It's just a normal
Nothing.
fucking Sunday."
Right.
I'm going to do the laundry.
Yeah, it's a Hallmark day. That's all. Hallmark is
I'm
making
gonna
all
do
its
the
money.
laundry.
Hallmark is making all its money.
But I will say, we're going to go out to dinner because I love me a good dinner.
Which we always do.
What? Go out to dinner
We do that.
for Mother's Day.
Well, we do
I'm
it.
choosing dinner more than a brunch. You want to
Yeah.
know why?
Why?
Just give me the bed. I want my bed.
I agree.
You definitely want your bed.
Absolutely my favorite place.
But we love you, Felicia.
And I love you, Marni.
My Felicia, bye, Felicia.